Hello ladies and gentlemen, Victorian Cowboy here, bringing you yet another game of League of Legends. This time we're playing Gangplank in the top lane, and we're going against a pentakill Olaf. So his tankiness is going to be a bit of a problem for us, seeing as we're going to be building one of the more traditional crit plank builds. This is where that extra 20 points of critical chance comes in. So that extra 20 crit chance makes our parlay do an incredible amount of damage. But against a tanky champion, even with that, 1,000-point crit chance, it's not going to really phase them because they'll have the armor, they'll have the health to deal with it. Plus, I rely on my cannon barrage as an escape sometimes. And Olaf's ultimate negates any sort of CC on him. He can just charge right through it, and any slows kind of do nothing, which is absolutely horrible for me, because when you go crit blank, you tend not to have the tanky attributes that most top laners have. So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be sitting back. Hopefully he starts pushing before we do, so that way we can just sit back and get whatever kills we happen to have at our disposal. He's going to throw his, what I believe is a drumstick on this skin, at us. Also, you'll notice that I'm going to do a lot of CCing with my parlay, because it gives me extra gold. Sorry, it came in on me and I lost train of thought. 1, 2. We're going to take that. See, we get an extra 4 gold for every CS we get using parlay. So that's why you'll see me. It also helps for catching minions that you wouldn't otherwise get. It gives you that little bit of range that otherwise you'd lack. Because, like every good pirate, he relies more on his cutlass. I missed that one. There we go, and we're going to get our health next. And we're going to just miss a bunch of that CC on the tower. So now we're just going to wait, and then we're just going to try and farm. And just let him do his thing. Because you also, on killing a unit with your parlay, you're refunded half the mana it cost. Which is actually really good. Because, especially since I didn't buy any mana pots, I need that sustain in the top lane. And we're going to pick up the big one. Oh. But you can see how much damage he's just doing to us. And it's terrifyingly drastic. I'm chugging my second pot now because of it. And so he's just going to sit here and watch as I struggle. Though I do like the crit chance with this skin. The critical strikes, you actually just headshot people, which is actually pretty badass. And let's face it, if you're standing against a guy like this, and he just headshots the guy next to you, you're going to be terrified. And the nice thing about building crit plank is, by late game, you just start headshotting everyone. So it looks like our Shaco got first blood on their... Or we got first blood on the Shaco, so our Malzahar is doing some work. I don't think I've actually crit him with a parlay yet. I've crit everyone else, but not him. And he keeps hitting me just outside of tower range. I keep hoping that he'll get the tower to aggro onto him, but it's just not working in my favor right now. So we're just going to use our heal there, and we're going to pick that up. And now we're going to pick this. Oh, we didn't get that one. Oh, so close, but alas, we didn't manage to pick any of those up. So you notice I'm not getting raise morale yet, because right now, just having my parlay is going to be much more important, because that's where most of my damage comes from early game. Now then, they happen to have a Yasuo mid, so as long as I can avoid his wind wall with it, he should be shredded. Because I don't get quite close enough for him to dash to me when I use parlay. Now then, we're probably going to go for a static shift first to give us that extra just burst damage early on. Morgana's going to come in. I'm though I should let her know. Don't really want to let him. So we're going to just continue this up. I can't follow that up. He'll kill me if I go in too close. Oh, but he used his flash, it appears. Oh, but he had Ignite. I forgot he took Ignite. Now I have to spell, though. Because most top laners you'll find, they'll take either Ignite or Teleport, and then keep their flash. He kept his Teleport, but took Ignite instead. So I actually thought he flashed there, not really recognizing that, oh yeah, he didn't have flash. Now then, had I had my ult there, I could have dropped it and we would have done some more damage early on. I also picked up my Zeal there, going into my Static Shiv. After Static Shiv, we'll go for the Infinity Edge, give us that extra damage potential on the crit strikes, because that extra 50% critical strike damage that you get from that is going to really start messing with his abilities, or not his abilities, messing with my abilities, giving me the ability to really just wear him down. And we're going to headshot that minion. But now it's just mainly playing relatively passive and managing to avoid him coming out of the woodwork to hit us with that. Okay, so we've hit 6. He's level 7 though. My death to him really gave him that edge in levels. Gonna dodge his axe though, because we can. Oh, did I shoot him? I thought I was aiming at the... Now then, something to notice, Gangplank's passive, though relatively weak, does deal 9 magic damage a second for 3 seconds. And it slows on any hit, including parlay. It's a very nice passive ability because you've got those times where they're so close to being dead and you just can't finish the job. But the slow and the poison really come out in favor of you getting a nice solid kill. And if you notice there, I managed to crit strike those minions. So he's hiding in the bush up there. I don't really want to get too close, but I do want to get my minions. Ooh. And so we're just going to sit here, try and sit as much as possible. Morgana said she was coming. I'm trying not to push too hard, but I also don't want to give up my my creep wave, my CS. Though I did say I wanted him to push, so I mean it is nice. Morgana just has to hit a binding and we should be able to do something about him. But see, Morgana's not doing enough damage yet, so her ganks where I come in, he can just all-in me. And technically, if I get too far behind after I finish my Shiv and my Infinity Edge, or even before that, I should start building tank, because when behind, building tank is how you get back in. Really though, I just need to stop going so aggressive even with a Morgana. So we're going to come and see if we can find him. I'm hoping we can. We're going to give ourselves a boost here, and we're going to clean him up. So thankfully we got him. We had to burn a flash to do it, and our ult, and our TP, but we got him. So that was helpful. Now then, if we can, we're going to push this to tower, because take as much advantage of this and make him lose as much of the creep wave as possible. Now then, we're going to just get damage done to his tower and then get the heck out of dodge, because he'll be teleporting in soon. At least he will be if he's going to try and do anything important against stopping us. Though at this rate it doesn't appear that he's going to try that. Oh, there he is. So with that, we're going to just run away. Oh, we have blue buff too. That's nice, I didn't even notice that. So we're just gonna recall out of here. He's looking for us. We're gonna get our shiv and some health, because that's what we need. Oh, Shaco, stop. So they're going to get some more damage done on my tower. And he may actually be able to push it down with his abilities. But if he pushes that down, it means that he has to push up, and it'll give my jungler the opportunity to come in and really do some work against him. Oh, now look at that. Now we're doing some real damage about him. And we're going to clean up some of those minions. He's in there. So I don't really want to get caught out by him. See, we saw what he was doing. He was looking for the jungler. Oh, look! Crit strikes out the wazoo. It's quite nice. Oh, that crit strike really did it. Oh, we just got dragon too. Going to signal missing because he is missing. Oh, nope. But I think we can take him. So if Shaco's not here, we'll just take him out. See, so this is why Gangplank is so good, because even though he beat us early game, and even though it's still early game, we can still take him on and get some real damage done to him. Now I'm going to continue leveling up Remove Scurvy, because just getting that extra heal will save you in several different fights. It's just something nice to be able to pull out and have at your disposal. So we're going to see if we can go until we get a BF sword now. Oh, he's TPing back into lane. So that's a good thing to see. He thinks we haven't seen him. But we have seen him. And I just don't really want to do anything against that, because I got lucky I could kite him along. So we're just going to run a little bit, come back, poke him down again. Oh, shoot. I should not have engaged there, just because I still don't have quite the damage. Now see, I've never gotten the appeal of saying wrecked in old chat. It just never seemed to be very sportsmanlike or professional. Our bottom lane is pushing hard though, so that's nice. Our bottom lane is 2 and 1, and it's looking very good. They're winning their lane hard. We should get boots at some point soon. Olaf's not pushing his advantage, so that's nice for us. So I'm going to look around and see if there's anywhere that necessarily needs a teleport. Their Vayne is now playing mid. Did the Yasuo never show up? The Yasuo looks like he's only been here once. So if he's DC'd, that's unfortunate. Yep, it looks like the Yasuo has disconnected, and so makes it rather one-sided, because the ADC had to come and cover his lane. We're going to clean that wave up. Oh, we found him though. And we're going to come in as fast as we can. But we went fast enough, and his ult again took him out of the ultimate I dropped on him, which is unfortunate, because that ultimate So Gangplank's ultimate after he was reworked now does magic damage in, what is it, 7 seconds? So every second he drops 100 magic damage down in a wave. So that's one of those things that the longer they stay in it, the more damage you can do. So we're just going to push this up because really the jungler should have taken mid, because having the jungler just roaming is not going to help the team out as much. And I haven't seen the jungler recently. He came to my lane once. So our jungler's been making the rounds but hasn't made it very tanky, which is kind of unfortunate. But at the same time, it has proven fairly helpful. So I'm going to just clear out the minions because I can, and then we're going to run, because in reality I don't really want to deal with him. What I may do, however, is come in and steal that blue. If the oh nope, the blue is gone. So I'm going to come in here and take their red, because running isn't proving that you're not manly enough. It's just showing that you are smart enough to recognize when you can and cannot get a kill. So we're going to wait here and we're going to come in on the Vayne.
Well, blow me down.
Because coming in on the Vayne is going to give us a serious advantage here. If Morgana can hit her binding, oh, well, we got the flash. So we're going to push down this tower. Actually, I'm going to TP up here, because let's face it, I don't want my top tower to fall any more than it has.
Shiver me timbers.
And he's just going to take some tower shots that, in reality, he shouldn't be tanking. So, that's going to give us a slight advantage. And now we're going to fight him on the tower, pop a potion, and pray that we don't die to it. And we don't. So that's an impressive feat. Now then, we're going to go back and get a BF sword, because we now have the capabilities of winning top. And as much as this guy is giving us shit for having assists from our team, it's one of those coping mechanisms, because he obviously can't win. And because we're beating him lane and we're working as a team, whereas he's running solo, it's not anything to be ashamed of. In fact, it's quite poor sportsmanship to not actually acknowledge that we are just playing slightly better, even if I'm not doing well against him solo. Having that teamwork is really what's OP. I mean, working as part of a team, working together, doing things in a way that gives your team the advantage, because this is not an individual game. So you really want to make sure that you do have the teamwork.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Oh, the minions took our tower. Oh, and Olaf went there. Well, that's okay. I'll take his tower. That's how this is going to work. Obviously, he's gotten frustrated with top lane, so I'm just going to continue to frustrate him. Especially now that I've got the capabilities of damage. Oh, look at that. I didn't even need my ultimate there. That just took her down like nobody's business. So see, that's the thing. Oh, I shot the wrong one. So the Shaco is around, and he's going for the mage build, so it gives some of his abilities more power. But it took two of them to come up and stop me. Well, my team was out running around gallivanting after whoever's out there. So I did buy pots. I'm going to sell them, because trying to finish this item will give me such damage capabilities that after that I probably could just go tank if I wanted to. But when I play Gangplank, I prefer to get up to 100% crit chance, and right now we're only at 55. So getting 100% crit chance just means that you do so much damage even with all your other ability, even with just auto attacks. Although I did blow my ult, that means I can't help out here. Uh, we are going to get the Braum. We're going up, but we can't CC him. But little does he know, I'm coming in here, and we're just going to shoot him, and he's going to die. Like a little bitch, because all he's done is complain. See, I really dislike people who complain about the other team in all chat. It really doesn't prove anything.
Come here, me beauty.
Oh, see, and in that fight, I should have gone out of tower range. I took too much of the tower aggro to really do anything in that fight. Now then, I'm thinking I'm going to go not for that, but for the... Well, actually, since we do have a Vayne on the enemy team, the Vayne is going to do a lot of damage. So getting the Ninja Tabby, which reduces the damage from basic attacks, and Vayne is a basic attack champion. Like, the way you build Vayne, you just get your Bork and you go attack speed, because your Silver Bolts does so much damage. That ability gives you, once you stack it 3 times, you do true damage. And that true damage is just something that really eats even enemy tanks, because their armor doesn't do anything. Now then, I always like to get an Infinity Edge on my ADC or any tanky champion, because I do like the ability to crit strike and get that lucky crit and win a fight like that. It's something that really gives you an edge in a fight, because nobody expects it. And as you can see through there, we just were giving all the minions a headshot. Sometimes I wish you could get the Grunt birthday party on here, just because that's all I seem to do towards the late game, is shoot them in the head. So having Grunt birthday party would be really entertaining. Oh. I pressed the wrong button. I was pressing T, which is my trinket, instead of my... Yep, you can stun me, you can CC me, I will still shoot you. And Olaf, you came to the wrong neighborhood. What did he kill me with though? Oh, he has... See, Olaf has true damage too, so if I really want to get tanky, just some health would be good. But in reality, I'm going to go for... Actually, a Triforce is not a bad pick, because your Spellblade procs the Sheen. Or a Ravenous Hydra also just gives you so much more damage potential. So right now we'll pick up the components to the Triforce. I've had a longsword since the beginning, and usually I build it into a Hydra if I need the lifesteal, but because I haven't been in lane long enough to really get any use out of the lifesteal item, it's just not worth it. But we will pick up a Sapphire Crystal, and then I'm going to come top you. Oh yes, Olaf. TP in. Yes, he got my turret, but I got him. And even though he did get me with a lot of his abilities, it really... I mean, my team took the bottom towers, so we're even on towers there. But I got him, which gives us an advantage, because he went down, and he went down hard. So I'm going to continue pushing top out, get as much push on this as I can, So that way, because they only have an inhibitor turret right now, and because of that, if we can split push, we'll keep their forces divided, especially since they are a man down, which again means it's a lot less fun because it's rather one-sided in late game once one team gets super fed. But at the same time, a win always ends up being a win. What sucks though is this was a team builder. So these were people who honestly wanted to. Oh, and my cooldowns are still way too high. And he's got lifesteal out the wazoo to come up like that. But I have slightly poorer situational awareness when it comes to ulting as Gangplank. Usually when I play Gangplank, I'm Skyping with my brother who's playing the jungle. And as a jungler, he has fabulous situational awareness. We're talking, he can tell me what's going on in any lane at any time. I cannot. So when he can tell me that stuff, I can drop an ult wherever it's needed. But like I said before, although my ult is universal, I'm not watching as closely as I should to get the extra kills in there. But I'm using it as a defensive kind of item rather than something offensive. That is our third dragon, by the way, so we've got a 5% movement speed boost, a 15% damage to towers and buildings, and 6% attack damage and ability power upgrade. So right now that gives us, well, quite a nice heal.
Well, blow me down.
We're just going to ping to let the Nautilus know, because Nautilus, I've never seen him really play well as a support. Usually I see him as a jungler, and as a jungler he's a great support jungler. His shield does some serious work. But as just a regular support, I haven't seen him. We're just going to take that down, take this down, get a timer on it, give ourselves a little bit of an edge where the
Avast me, hearties.
and we're going to take that out. Maybe a little bit of overkill, but you know, overkill is underrated. Hopefully that hit him. I was hoping to kill him with that. And now we're going to run,
And a bottle of rum.
and we're going to get out of there. We got the kill. We don't really have any lifesteal or any way to heal ourselves yet. But we're going to come back into the fight because Olaf is there, and well, Olaf is bottom lane, so they don't really have anyone to do anything. So I'm just going to come in here, get my rationale off, and we won. We're going to give them a good game because that's a sportsman thing to do, even if our lane opponent was a bit of a jerk about it. And say it was a decent game. You got to see what Gangplank can do. So, thank you for watching, and be sure to rate the video and subscribe if you liked it. Anyways, have a good one.